Hello everyone, I'm Tuco and welcome back to another episode of the Lotr Structures Reforged. Now today we'll be taking a look at the Blue Dwarven Stronghold, my Reforged edition, and then also the one from the mod. So this is the Blue Dwarven Stronghold from the mod, and then this is mine over here. As you guys can see, there's quite a bit of difference in height and also, I guess, size and always height, length, width. It might be a bit too big for the mod. I don't know. But I just started building and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and I really liked it. So I kept it. Now let's start with the roof here. So what we have here is a very flat roof with the old one. And so I was figuring to do a flat roof just to keep in line with the old one, just kind of spruce it up a bit. But I looked at it and was like, that's just too flat, and that's, it doesn't look too good. And then also, they're in the mountains, so, you got snow, and you don't want cave-ins with the roof, so you want a nice rounded one, or even a pointed one, but I figured to go with the round one, that way it's not too high in the sky, it's just a little bit lower to the ground. And then also, as you guys can see, it's very flat. This is a very flat build. Mine here has a lot more depth to it, quite a few layers. It actually has 3 layers on the outside. It's got the first one here, it's got a second one, and even a third one out on the edges here. Which, yeah, it gives it a lot more depth, a lot more detail. And then also, one of the things that I decided to do, since I did see a little bit of the Dwarven brick on this build, I decided, you know what, I'm going to use quite a bit of Dwarven brick in this build with the Blue Dwarven Stronghold. So that's what I did. I used it as, I don't know, kind of like an outliner for the outside, with the interior, the first layer being with the Blue Dwarven brick. And I think it turned out quite nicely. We also have some like beady eyes, I suppose, right there. Now let's continue inside, and inside you guys will see the flooring is a nice Dwarven brick flooring with some nice a nice spruce roof. We have a nice little hallway here with some indented walls to add maybe a bit more detail. And then on either side here we have the barracks. So just like the other one, the barracks on either side of this hallway. However, in the old one, the hallway's a lot smaller. It's one length. So I made it bigger by making it 3. And so if we come on in here, we have a chest here. We got some barrels of, I guess you'd fill it with dwarven ale. And then we also have some nice structure going on here with these with the dwarven stairs to make it look like it's actually supporting the roof. We also have these, I guess these triple bunk beds, I suppose. We even have ladders to get up here so you guys can get in there and sleep, or so that the dwarves can get up there and sleep if they wanted to. We also have some chandeliers here to add a bit more lighting and detail, of course. Now, if we come back into the room here, the hallway, we do have some structure going on here to make it look a bit more rounded and a bit more supportive of the roof up top with these stairs here. Now, if we come over into this area here, since there was a blacksmith area or a smith area in the other stronghold, I decided to add one in here as well. However, in a lot different of a place. The old one was on the second story, but I put it in the first one here, and I kind of like it. I like the design that I went with here. Definitely different from other builds that I have done. Probably needed to put armor on this, but anyway, if we come up the stairs here, these spiral staircases, we will get ourselves to the second level. Now, the second level here is the dining hall for the soldiers, and then also a kitchen over here. Now we have, of course, the usual. We have plates, we got storage, we got furnaces, we got crafting benches, and even some water for like sinks, I suppose. Now, also I have some nice little foods here as well, of course. Now, if we continue on upstairs, we will reach the large gathering hall or meeting hall for the Blue Dwarven Stronghold. So I figured that the strongholds, I guess, would be, led by the Dwarven captains. So they'd have their own little meeting hall for all their officers and whatnot. We also have some some fireplaces here to, of course, warm the area since they are in the since they are in the mountains, it'd be very cold, so I added that here. We also have some support with the roof here, with these beams. These, I think there's pine beams, or spruce. I can't remember. I think it's pine. Pretty sure it's pine. Yeah, it's pine. All right, so we do have the pine wood beams to add some support. We also have chandeliers hanging down from them. I was going to make custom chandeliers, but there wasn't excuse me, there wasn't enough space between the floor and the ceiling, so I decided not to and just add the regular chandeliers, which they do look nice. Ooh, that is messed up there now, isn't that? Just fix that real quick if I can. Come on. There we go. All right. We also have in the middle here the command table, or table of command, of course, because this is their little area for meetings and whatnot. So of course you want to have that to see where all the enemies are and where your fortresses and strongholds are. And I believe that does it for this place. There is a lot going on with this build in terms of like detail and structure. We have a lot of stairs going on here to add support to the roof. We've got a lot of different pillars and walls and all kinds of different things. We also have like this secondary roof on the outside here. And the back, if you guys want to check out the back, it's pretty much just the same iteration of what's on the side here. But there are these chimneys coming up here. I didn't want to go too detailed with the chimneys. I felt that they needed to be a little bit more plain. So that's what I went with, a little bit more plain, because there was already a lot going on here in the build initially. So I believe that does it for this structure reforged. I don't know if this build is too big for the mod. Maybe I need to tone back down on the size a little bit. But I think it looks good, and yeah, that will do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And as always, God bless. I'll see you guys next time.